There are a lot of things that people don't tell you when it comes to weight loss. Knowing how to lose body fat and the best ways to lose weight often feel like more of a secret than a tip. And there are so many different options on what works and what doesn't. Thankfully, there is also a science to losing weight, and that can be incredibly helpful in truly understanding what's going on with your body, what to feed it, and how to push off that stubborn fat that most of us have stored up. Here are 10 things nobody tells you about weight loss. Number 1. It gets harder the longer you put it off. Our metabolism can be boosted with things like antioxidants, diet changes, and fitness, sure, but there's still no getting back what we lose as we age. By the time we enter our 30s, our metabolism has slowed down incredibly, making it way harder to lose weight and to get back to the place that we want to be. That's why it's so important to establish good eating habits, exercise routines, and to know when a change is necessary sooner rather than later. The older you get, the harder it is to motivate yourself to make those sacrifices too, since you've spent years building those habits. It's not impossible, and people do it all the time, but most older people would warn you to get on with it early to save some of the extra work down the line. Number 2. Your skin may start to sag. Our largest organ, the skin, is very stretchy, which is why it doesn't tear as we fluctuate in weight. Despite this, it's not a perfect system, and there very well could be stretch marks and loose skin after you lose weight. The amount of sag also isn't determined only by how much weight you lose, but also things like genetics, if you are a smoker, and other variables that could take you by surprise. The best way to limit this is by pairing exercise with your weight loss, toning your muscles, and sculpting your body. This will reduce sagging by quite a bit and will help limit this surprising side effect of your weight loss. Number 3. More muscle means a faster metabolism. Your metabolic rate will be key in your weight loss journey, and a lot of people don't realize that muscle can help improve your metabolism and help you lose even more weight faster. Having a faster metabolism can also help to get rid of that annoyingly stubborn fat around the parts of your body that just doesn't seem to go away, no matter how hard you exercise. Basically, it boils down to the fact that the more muscle mass you are carrying, the more calories your body will need to burn to sustain it. Because it's not easy to build muscle mass, this is a great double whammy to get you exercising. Not only will you be improving your metabolism significantly, but you will also be actively burning calories just to achieve the physique. Number 4. There are no easy solutions. There are a lot of drawbacks to the diets and lifestyles recommended to you that are supposed to make weight loss fast and easy. This simply isn't the case. And it's an unfortunate fact of life that it takes a whole lot more work to lose weight than it does to put it on. That's why almost every expert recommends making sweeping changes if you want to lose weight. This means that you have to be in a caloric deficiency, eat less empty carbs, and attempt to make lifestyle changes with exercise or fasting. Weight loss is hard sometimes, and as much as it may be nice to believe in a system that will make you skinny quickly with little to no work, it simply isn't possible for most people. Number 5. Your body makes it harder to keep weight off. In fad diets, you will often hear stories about people being unable to keep the weight off. This is because if you exercise 7 days a week, eat like an Olympic athlete, and sleep better than ever before, your body expects that of you all the time. Unfortunately, this means that even if you exercise 4 days a week and eat well, you still may struggle not to gain some of that weight back. This is because your body automatically adjusts to you and slows itself down to what you are giving it, since it thinks it has to be prepared for crazy workouts and a very low-calorie diet. It will take a slow adjustment to properly adjust to a normal lifestyle again without gaining weight, which is why we often see professional athletes gain weight as they age. Be very careful throwing yourself into something that you can't keep up, as that work may be spoiled after you switch back to a more sustainable routine. This was never more obvious than on the popular TV show, The Biggest Loser. A Harvard team investigated why so many of the contestants couldn't keep the weight off, and found that it was the program's fault more than any of the participants. Number 6. One person's diet may not work for you. In the modern age, people are often going to medical specialists to look at the exact makeup of their body, to see what really sets them apart from their peers. We have known that we are all unique for a while, however, since our metabolism, digestive system, and even what we use as fuel can change over time and from person to person. Just look at the keto craze, for example, which tasks people with switching their body's main source of fuel from complex carbs and sugars to amino acids and proteins. Some people have a harder time with this than others, and it can be an uncomfortable time switching over. Different diets work better for people, and the factors also extend into their lifestyles. It may be hard to find a meal that fits your dietary restrictions if you live in certain areas, but in others, it might be just as easy as eating the local diet. Number 7. You'll need to work with yourself mentally throughout. Whether they're losing weight for health-related reasons or just because they think it's time, many people aren't prepared for the emotional and mental toll that weight loss can have on a person. You are going to be irritable at times, struggling with habit building, and learning how to deal with failure all at the same time. Weight loss is also something that people don't really sympathize with, and it can be hard having more on your metaphorical plate while everyone else goes about their lives. It's important to keep yourself in check and try not to let your weight loss journey affect your friendships and relationships, because that would just be trading one positive life change with a negative one. Be prepared for hard times and times where a part of you will just want to give up. Some people even seek professional help or have a whole support system around them just to get through the journey. Remember that it's not all just physical labor, since you're basically changing your entire life with this move. While that's a great thing and is going to have a ton of benefits, it is also going to make your life more difficult for a while, particularly in the middle of your journey, where the excitement is gone and it's just work ahead. Number 8. It might hurt your romantic relationships. A study done on people that lost 60 pounds or more done at NCSU found that it often put a strain on their relationship. Most attributed this to a feeling of jealousy and their partner's insecurity around the fact that they have chosen to better themselves in some way, while the partner either can't or won't. These feelings of jealousy can usually be resolved, the study reported. But the weight loss journey often led to more fights and a feeling of distance between the couples. Number 9. Food may taste differently. A team at Stanford University completed a study recently in which they found that 87% of their patients that underwent surgery to shave off weight reported food tasting differently than they previously remembered. The way that the food tasted, however, varied evenly between the participants, with 50% saying that the food now tasted sharper, and the other 50% saying that food actually tasted duller. The participants in the study that found food tasted duller reportedly also had better weight loss results afterwards. Another study done in the UK found that 75% of participants developed a feeling of dislike, bordering on disgust with certain foods after the surgery, with the most common answers being meat and dairy products. Number 10. Your energy levels will skyrocket. If you start to lose weight, you'll progressively notice an uptick in energy. This amount of energy surprised most people surveyed after their weight loss journey, and many reported that they feel much more fulfilled and better able to do the things that they enjoy. This is mostly due to two things: an increased flow of oxygen into your body and an easier time moving around after losing the excess weight. It's been found that excess weight can force you to burn more energy just to transport your body around, making you less able to do things that actually consume high amounts of energy. What are some things you learned about weight loss that you didn't expect to hear? Let us know in the comments below. Here are 2 more videos you might find interesting. Feel free to choose the one you like. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and share the video with your friends. And for more interesting videos on health, subscribe to the channel.